Welcome to How to Be a Person, a podcast about life with me, your host, Giuliano Grimaudo. Welcome, my friend. So I have known for quite some time now that my purpose in life is to learn. I also love talking to people, which is why we're here doing a podcast. So you might be surprised, but what actually sparked my idea for this podcast was driving Uber. So I've driven for Uber and Lyft for over 10 years. And it always surprised me some of just the absolutely incredible conversations that I've had over the years with just random people that got in my car. It also helped me in that it exposed me to so many different points of view because people were just willing to talk about anything and everything. And being exposed to different points of view, in my opinion, is absolutely critical to growing as a person, which leads me to the two deepest reasons why I'm here doing this now. And both of those reasons stem from the fact that my wife is due with our first child a little bit later this year. So the first reason is that I've been coming up with excuses for years of why it was not the right time to start a podcast. But I want my son, yes, it's a boy, to be born into a world where his parents practice what they preach. And one thing that I've preached for a very long time now is to accept and appreciate yourself and to spend your life doing what you love to do, what you're great at. And for me, that's talking to people. I love talking to people, okay? The second reason is I want to leave a trail of breadcrumbs for my son and any other children that we might end up having in the future. I want them to be able to listen in on these conversations that I'm going to be having with people. I want them to learn from the conversations, and I want them to live a better life because of having heard these conversations. So you're here. So because of that, you get to benefit from that as well. So I'll just say thank you so much for being here. And if you ever need anything from me, every way to contact me and everything that I have to offer is available at my website, howtobeaperson.co. And that's it. I can't wait for the conversations that we're going to have here. So, yeah, let's get right into it. And actually, you know what? So I thought I was done with this, but I wanted to give just a little bit of context. Okay. So the types of conversations that I'm planning to have are going to be very real conversations. You might not like what you hear. I'm just putting that out there. But I think that's the point. For me, like I said earlier, being exposed to points of view that are different from mine and realizing that they're just as real to this other person, just as valid to this other person as my own views is super important, okay? So I also plan on these conversations being open-ended. I don't plan to have scripts. I don't plan to have questions prepared ahead of time. I plan for these to be very organic conversations. I wanted you to know what to expect. And that's it. Now we can actually get into it. Thanks so much for being here. Visit howtobeaperson.co for more.